Hello, friends. It's
You
the
know, we need,
Cinemondo podcast.
I'm
What?
sorry, more dog movies where they don't
Yes,
die, where they don't die.
where the dog's the hero. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what's always fun when you see a movie where the dog is the hero. The dog
Yeah.
saves everybody. Or
Exactly. It's alive. No, nothing bad happens. It's maybe a light bit of peril, but nothing too terrible.
and there's a trend of films that I remember from when I was a kid of movies about dogs where it's all about how faithful dogs are and how loyal dogs
Yes.
are. There was like a
Yes.
TV series that I'm sure a lot of American people remember called Lassie that I loved
Yes.
when I was a kid. And
Yep.
movies like that where dogs go on a quest, like a dog will get lost and have to go home and find his family,
Yes. On a
or
journey.
and having to deal with the all the traffic and the horrible human city things.
Right.
And then there's a trend of movies where a dog will bond with a kid, and then you find out that the kid and the dog have a lot in common. Like maybe
Yes.
the kid feels like his humans don't love him enough, and so he finds a
Yeah.
companion in the dog,
Yeah.
and he learns about loyalty, he learns about the selfless kind of love that you get from
Exactly.
dogs.
Dogs are very healing, I find.
Yes,
Dogs
that's
are
why they
life.
call them therapy dogs, and they take
That's
them into
right.
like nursing homes and things.
They do good service, and I think they're just amazing. Yes, can they be annoying? Of course, but so are people. But I think they're amazing. I don't really trust anyone who doesn't have a dog or a cat or another pet. Like, you gotta have an animal in your life, animal, like, centric,
Yeah, or
or
doesn't
I don't
respect
trust
them
you.
as
Yeah,
the sort of transcendent life forms that they are.
exactly.
They're better than us.
Exactly. Harlow. Here. Harlow.
They're better than us, but they don't
They
always do what they're
they don't do
told.
what they're told. She's running around right outside my door. "Come here." Here
Ah,
she comes. There
ah,
she is. You can kinda see her.
that's not a dog. That's a wolf.
I know, and when I lift her up, she'll be mad at me. "Come here, go outside."
Oh,
She goes, "Bye."
okay.
She thinks, "Don't give me medicine." I tried to show her. I also have 2 Frenchies that are sleeping, but I
Oh,
love dogs. I can't get enough of them.
well, I
So,
have a beautiful pit bull who
you have
is
a
asleep.
beautiful pit bull with beautiful, like,
Eye
eyeliner
makeup. Yeah,
eyes.
she's
Yeah,
got her
she's beautiful.
spends a lot of time with her makeup
So good.
table. Yeah.
She's always ready for the camera. So one of the reasons I really wanted to cover this, besides the fact we should always cover anything that has a dog in it, basically, that
Yeah.
doesn't get killed,
Yep.
because Evil Dead Burns just came out and there's supposed to be a terrible dog death in it. So as an alternative to that, we're
Yeah.
offering you this, a beautiful movie about a child and a dog forming a friendship. And I think this will be a very cool looking movie.
It
So let's
sounds like a classic kids movie.
Yes.
There were so many kids, like I remember the sort of classic Disney live action films where animals, because kids love animals. It's like when I was a kid, I loved dogs and cats
Right.
and any kind of animals. And
Yeah.
the weird thing about that is, um, having worked on films for most of my life, and every once in a while there will be an animal in the film. They are not easy to work with.
No, they are not. They don't know they're in a movie.
No, they
They
don't
don't
care that
know.
they're in a movie.
They don't know. And I love how the director of Good Boy, which is another great horror film where the story is told through the dog's point of view.
Right.
It's like he was talking about when they shot this movie, he doesn't know he's in a movie. He's just reacting. Like, we're making this movie and it's all important. And he filmed it on his own, like in his house, like for 3 years. And they get the dog up in the chair and look out the window, and he's like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
whatever. See you later. And he's done. And they're like,
Yeah.
I guess he's done for the day. They don't realize that they're about to be a big star. I mean, this dog got to walk the red carpet. He got to be on Hollywood Boulevard on Walk of Stars. Like, he's a famous dog, but he's like, whatever. Where's my treat? It's kind of funny.
I worked on a show one time and there was this whole scene that involved this cat running up the stairs and a woman picking her up at the top of the stairs,
cat.
and this whole idea of seeing the cat run up the stairs. And it was
That's
like,
cool.
okay, yeah, we can do that. You just have a treat at the top of the
Yeah.
stairs, right?
How hard can it be?
It's super simple. The cat will go get the treat, run up the stairs and get the
I'm
treat.
sure
So
it
we
went
get to the
very
set.
well.
Of course, the cat has absolutely no intention of ever walking up a stairway for
Not
the
gonna
rest of his life. Is not going to
No.
do it. So it was like the whole thing had to be rewritten, basically restaged. And it turned into one of these things where you see the actress at the top of the stairs and she's like, come on, run it. Come on. Good girl. And then she goes like this and the cat jumps into her arms. You don't see the cat running up the stairs. And the way they had to do it was she's saying, good girl, come on, good, good. And there was somebody like 8 inches away with the cat who basically handed her the cat. And she's like, oh, good girl, you
The
know,
cat would go up the stairs as soon as they're done and don't want her to do it, she would run up the stairs.
up and down, up and down.
Cats too.
And of course, when they do the thing where she tosses her the cat, the
Yes.
cat lands in her arms and then immediately starts trying to get away, you know. And it's like, no, she needs to love you. The cat needs to love you. And she's like, okay, well, she just scratched my arm. And you're like, okay, well, let's try again. Very
yeah, something to keep in mind when we watch this trailer,
yes,
teaser, is how hard they had to work to make this dog do what they needed to do. Now, I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know what kind of dog it is, but
well,
I'm looking
sometimes
forward to seeing a
nowadays,
feel-good movie about a dog.
nowadays, sometimes they use artificial dogs. They'll use like computer generated animals in
I don't
films,
think that's going to be this movie, though.
especially if they have them like doing things like running through traffic or doing something that would be dangerous for the
Yeah,
real
let's
animal.
not, or sitting at the table getting stabbed with a fork.
Right.
All right. So let's take a look at this trailer. I need a feel-good movie about dogs.
Yes.
So hopefully it won't be too sad or traumatic in any way.
A good old-fashioned movie about a kid and a dog.
And the dog lives at the end. Please tell me this dog lives at the end.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Ready? Hold the work.
I guess part of the music. Oh, there's so many cute ones. What? Oh, there's some disturbing stuff in there.
I know.
Wow. That's amazing.
$250
What's
heroes.
going to happen next? Oh my God. What's going to happen to all these dogs? Oh. It looks like they're going to rescue them. People seem concerned with the dogs.
Yeah. It looked like there was some kind of issue about, mistreating dogs or something,
Yeah.
and they're escaping or something.
Yeah.
That's another trend too, that a lot
Yeah.
of times was done back, like, speaking of Disney, think about 101 Dalmatians,
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
bad woman that was going to skin them and make a coat out of them.
Oh, Dalmatians. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
God. And it would take like 100, 101, I guess.
101 probably.
101 dogs to do a coat. Really? Oh,
Puppies.
and she was a very bad person, so you know where the loyalties were.
Yeah, you could tell by just her name was Cruella.
I was even mad at like Lady and the Tramp when I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Like, how can a family throw their dogs outside into doghouse in the rain just because they had a baby? Who does that?
I know.
That is like rule number one. You do not kick your dog out just because things change in the family. You keep your dog and you take care of it.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
A lot of those early Disney movies are pretty profound, though. That was something that kind of sticks in your child mind.
Yeah.
There's like things that, like, Bambi is brilliant. I think I watched that again recently, and speaking of movies that I watch that I like, that movie Bambi is mentioned in. I talk about Bambi in my book.
Bambi. Oh,
100 movies.
100 movies. Buy the book on Amazon.
On Amazon, yeah. Look me up. But I think Bambi is such a classic film because it treats the animals as animals. They do talk and they do have human-like personalities, but their basic behavior is animal behavior. And a movie like this, where if it's got this sort of idea that the dogs are dogs and they're not like humans in dog form, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It probably has a resonance to me that dog behavior is a certain thing. Human behavior is another thing, Exactly. I almost don't want to see dogs with human behavior and human traits. And
right.
Human
They're
qualities.
good the way they are. They're good as dogs.
Dogs are better than us. I've always say that. They're better than us. And I used to say that thinking like, well, we're smarter. We invent things and we have language and all that.
We're
it's like,
so superior.
But dogs have this kind of love that you get from them and this loyalty. You always talk about dogs, man's best friend, and loyalty and all that when you talk about dogs. It's true.
Well, they've said that in studying where dogs came from, how they came from wolves, and that wolves
Yeah.
were less and less afraid of humans, and then they kind of became domesticated, and that because we had eyes but not great hearing or smell, and the dogs have great hearing and smell, that partnership is why we were successful as a
Yes.
species. We may not have survived without dogs helping us.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like that profound partnership is
Yeah.
part of why dogs are this profound thing, and that's why I hate when dogs get injured or hurt in or killed in movies because that is like in a way breaking a pact we have with this incredible animal. So no,
Yeah.
none of that. So the
Well,
dogs
people
better not die in this. Just
people
saying.
use that term spirit animal, and I
Yes,
feel like all dogs are all people's spirit
they
animal.
are.
It's like all dogs are the spirit animal of all humans. Because like you said, we evolved together. I think you'd have to go back really far in human
Mm.
evolution to find a time before we had a relationship
Yeah,
to some degree with
probably pretty far
dogs
back. Dogs
and
have been around
cats.
with
And
humans for almost the whole time because it's
yeah,
pretty
I think
bad.
so.
Yeah,
I think maybe even before we were humans, I
even
think we
before
had an
fire.
interaction. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think back when we were like small ape-like things, and
Yes.
that maybe would sniff around at at what the dogs didn't eat, or the dogs would sniff around at what we didn't
Yeah.
finish, and we kind of had a symbiotic thing where maybe the kind of food that we could climb up in the
Mhm.
tree and get, and the dog can't climb a tree, and they could run faster than us,
Right.
and they
They
can
could chase stuff
attack
down.
prey, and maybe
That's
they
right.
leave some behind and we
They
would go
helped
get it,
us.
you know.
Yeah, they used it. And
Yeah.
and they're predisposed to wanna be with humans, it's nice. So we have this poster, it's pretty cool. That's a nice
uh
poster.
yeah,
It's
looks
like
illustrated, which is cool.
it looks illustrated, and I love how they put it all in white. Looks very, graphic and cool, but they have a beautiful montage. There's a few dogs I see, 1, 2, there's small ones up there, look like there's about 4 or 5 at the very top under that woman's head, and then one guy's
Yeah.
holding a little one, or it's next to him, he's next to it. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the dogs are figuring prominently. There was another dog movie that came out, I forget what the name of the title was, but I know that it was about, uh, these dog breeding, these Indian dogs. It's by a director I really like and did some great movies, but there was apparently a lot of dog death in the movie, so I couldn't watch it.
uh
He said, "You gotta watch it." I'm like, "I have to kill dogs in it. I'm sorry. That's my red line is nope,
yeah.
watch it." But this one looks like, even though it started off kind of sad,
Yeah.
it's gonna be better toward the end. So if anyone has seen this movie, hasn't come out yet, but if you happen to know if the dog might
Yeah.
know because I won't be able to watch it.
And at the end of the trailer, it said something like starring 250 heroes. So I think that's the dogs, like a
Yes, it's
team of
definitely the
250
dogs.
dogs. And
Yeah.
somehow they save the day. You know, they're the
Yes,
heroes. You see them running through the streets, and they're
that's right.
coming to help.
They were underappreciated, and then they save the day, and humans go, "Wow, we really do need these dogs." That's right.
Yeah.
That's how it is. All dog lovers, let us know what you think of this movie. You're gonna watch it?
Yes.
We'll make sure we find out and make sure everyone lives.
Yeah, we'll report back on that.
We'll report back on that.
There might
Definitely
be
will.
some dog peril
In the meantime,
suggested. I mean,
upload
otherwise you have to, you have to
exactly.
be under some kind of horrible threat, I guess.
I mean, the dog in the crate, like, I'm really bad with crate training, I'm hard even that was kinda like, "Oh, I don't know about the crate, I don't know."
Yeah.
But
I
overall, it's a good thing.
do suspect a little bit of digital stuff going on in the film. There was a couple of shots of dogs that I thought looked
Okay.
a little bit manipulated
Yeah, there might
digitally.
be. There might be.
So, which is I'm fine with digital replacements as long
Yeah,
as it's keeping people out of peril and keeping people and animals safe,
exactly.
stunt, stunt work
That's
or
right.
whatever.
It would be hard to corral like 30 dogs or 250. That would be rough. I don't mind if they want to digitize a few. There's probably a few hero dogs that are like real dogs, and then the rest are kind of extras in the back.
Yeah, could
All right,
be.
let us know what you guys think of that movie. We're waiting for the trailer. This was the teaser, so let us know.
Looks fun. Bye.
Bye.